first of all, I just want to say how proud I am of this team for what they've been through this season, what they've endured, how they've continued to battle. They've been extremely resilient. Eastern Washington was really, really good today. A lot of pressure today. We brought our defense again today. Felt like we lost some legs today. And just want to say that this team continues to shine despite, and it's a champion group here. I couldn't be prouder of our senior class leading this year. Maddie Jackson, she's going to be stuck with us, so we'll put her in a GA position. KJ and Taylor have been leading us since last spring. We made some changes. They believed in who we were going to be about. And if you would tell us we'd have that many injuries and that many people in and out, and we would be sitting here after that second round, this team was fantastic. So just really proud.
Tony Baraka, NAZ Sports. Coach, back-to-back season lows in scoring. Through both games, you guys shot a total of 25.2%. What happened, and why couldn't you guys get out of it?
Well, it's a great question. If I would have figured that out, we'd have some more points on the board today. Our defense has been what's been consistent for us all year. Our offense has been a little bit inconsistent in and out, and you go into Big Sky tournament, it gets a little bit more physical, a little bit more pressure. I felt like we had some good looks that just didn't drop today, but I thought Eastern Washington was really good defensively today.
Parker Cotton with the Bozeman Daily Chronicle. Madison, you're going to be ending your career as the career leader in games played. Kind of just what that means to you and what you hope to see this big returning group that this program will have accomplish next year, especially because you're not going too far.
Yeah, no, I mean, I honestly, I didn't know until Ben came and talked to me about it. I completely forgot about it. I was wanting to ring today. But I am so excited for this next year, still being around the girls and being able to watch them grow. I think next year is going to be something super special. I mean, it's just, the way that, the freshmen stepped up. I'm hoping that, they'll take the freshmen under their wing as well, along with Mara, and just show them, defense wins games, what Montana State is about. And I'm here for the ride. I'm super excited.
Greg Rockout, GMTN Sports. Tricia, can you just talk about maybe how unique and challenging this year was, just everything you guys had to endure as it went on?
Yeah, well, never seen anything like it, first of all. And, we lost a lot last spring, and so we were creating our new identity, and defense had some tweaks to it, but that's been something that we were going to build off of. We wanted to spread our offense a little bit more. But then the beginning of the year was, where was that going to come from? We had, a pretty good core of returners, and then we had a lot of freshmen. And, when it first started hitting us was after our second exhibition game. We had Dylan Phillip go out, who was going to start for us at the 1, and all of a sudden we're throwing Natalie Picton and Izzy Bunyan into the starting point guard and backup point guard role. And we're throwing them into one of our most difficult preseason schedules ever. And we started to get a little bit of rhythm in the Cancun tournament, and then that's when we lost Lexi Deedon. And she was leading us in scoring. Our offense was kind of running through her. And then you're having Mara and Taylor have some different pieces. We're pulling Ella out of redshirting. We're pulling Leia out of redshirting. We had Lindsay coming back at that time, and so this was just kind of a constant year of kids going in and out. And Lindsay was getting started, and then she had the injury to her other foot and was removed once again. And obviously we had some starters kind of going in and out for other injuries that we were able to get back. But it was, making sure kids know what we're doing from different positions, and then you're also learning your experience while you're playing it. A lot of times we were just telling the freshman class, like, the experience that they got this year that most freshmen don't experience. They're usually learning it more in practices and in some, but maybe there's a little bit of a bigger gap, and we just couldn't afford to have mistakes on the floor with, we were always in a situation where we had little room for error, and our kids battled through that, and they took a lot from us. We were extremely hard on them, and they continued to respond every time, and they surprised me at moments. And there's been a couple times where we're running out of legs. We're just playing so many minutes with not a lot of kids, and so many of those injuries were in our post play as well. So I think those things will catch up to you at some point. But the things that we can control, our kids want every single day on that medal.
Hey, Colter Nuazi has been Montana and Skyline Sports. Katelynn, how would you sum up this year, and what made your team so tough?
Yeah, honestly, I'm just so grateful just to have the opportunity to be here with these teammates. They give everything every single day, and I couldn't ask for more. So just really grateful, and everyone contributed as best as they could, and that's all I can ask for.
And Trish, just your overall thoughts on this run that Eastern Washington's had, and they're the champions for a reason. So just your impressions of them now playing it for a third time.
Well, I mean, she's just done a great job with that program of building it in a great way. You're looking at a different culture in the college game right now with transfer portals, and they've had a couple kids in that coming into them from the transfer as well. But they've had a nucleus of kids together for some time, and so that chemistry really shows. I think they have tremendous depth. I think she built this off of really, really strong defense, and they've got so many weapons. They just don't go through one player, but they also have a pretty special point guard that's a playmaker, do a lot of great things. I just think they're very consistent. They're a team that, on both ends of the floor, they just know what they're going to run. They know what they're going to do. They're very consistent in that regard, and I think that has shown with their record. And, I told our kids, she battled them these 3 times. The first 2 games we split. The one we won was really tight. The one we lost was really tight. So we went head-to-head with a team that only has 2 conference losses. So, I think that speaks for where our kids are at against the top team.
John Worcester, Idaho Press. Madison, just as you embark on your coaching career, what are kind of some of the biggest things you've learned in your playing career here, being over at Parma?
I would definitely say, building a culture within your team is incredibly important, and I'm just very grateful. It's been a long ride, and you praise the Lord over the good, over the wins and over the losses, and I'm excited, that my family was able to come, and show little girls in Parma that you can make it out as well, and it's been great.
Tricia, what do you see from her that you're like, yes, you want her to be a GA on the team?
Well, first of all, she represents everything about a Bobcat. The sacrifice that she goes through on her body day in and day out. She takes probably 2 to 3 charges a game. She's putting herself out there. Offensively, she is efficient. When we talk about perfecting the simple, this kid has lived that. She's an elite champion in all of her habits. She's grown up into just an amazing young woman in our program, and our core values are that you're reliable, you're disciplined, you're selfless. I couldn't think of a better teammate to show what it looks like to be a great teammate, what it looks like to show up every day, be present, be focused, and give your all, but also represent that in our community. And when she decided to return, it was a no-brainer for everybody. It was a win-win for us to have her on our staff, but when we decided and we heard that she might want to play again, I'm like, this is for sure a win-win to get her back, because our underclassmen look up to her. She always has a smile. She's always bringing that energy, and there's no bad day for Maddie Jackson, and I should say Hall now.
Our last question's in the back there.
Yeah, KJ, Maddie, all we are told all season was just this is the closest team that everyone's ever been a part of. Despite the adversity, you guys could have folded. Just why didn't you? Why'd you keep going, and what brought the team so close?
I think we just all